personal story of overcoming language barriers and achieving fluent English. If you've ever felt frustrated, stuck, or even embarrassed trying to improve your English skills, I totally get it. I've been there. But through my journey, I discovered that fluency isn't just about knowing words. It's about confidence, connection, and perseverance. I hope my story inspires and motivates you to keep pushing forward, no matter where you are on your journey. So, let's get started. Growing up in India, English wasn't just a subject in school. It felt like a barrier between me and the rest of the world. I remember sitting in class, and whenever my teachers switched to English, it felt like they were speaking an entirely different language. Because, well, they were. It wasn't just in school either. Whenever my family visited tourist spots and visitors asked for directions, I'd freeze. I'd avoid eye contact, hoping they wouldn't ask me anything. I even missed opportunities to make friends from other countries because I was too nervous to speak up. There were days when I felt completely stuck. I started thinking, maybe English just isn't for me. I'd watch others pick it up so easily, and that made me feel even worse. Eventually, I stopped trying. I avoided my English homework because it felt pointless, and it wasn't just about struggling with a language. It felt like a wall keeping me from reaching my full potential. And then there were those embarrassing moments. I'll never forget the time I tried to answer a question in class, and my words came out all wrong. The whole class laughed. I remember sinking into my seat, my face burning with embarrassment. After that, I was scared to even try again. But everything changed when I met my English teacher. Teacher's name. She wasn't just a teacher. She was a mentor who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. One day, she told me something that stuck with me. It's not about being perfect. It's about progress. That simple sentence flipped a switch in my mind. She also asked me a question that changed everything. Why do you want to learn English? At first, I didn't have an answer. But then I realized I wanted to travel, meet new people, and connect with the world. I wanted to live without limits, and that became my motivation. With a clear reason to learn, I started noticing small wins that kept me going. The first time I understood a full sentence in an English movie without subtitles, I was so excited, I rewound it just to hear it again. Or the time I ordered food at a restaurant in English without stumbling over my words. It felt like I had climbed a mountain. These small victories may have seemed minor, but each one built my confidence brick by brick. Consistency was key. Every morning, I would start my day by reading a short article or a few pages from an English book to build my vocabulary. In the afternoon, I'd listen to podcasts or watch YouTube videos in English while doing chores. This made learning feel effortless. In the evenings, I'd spend 15 to 20 minutes speaking to myself in English. At first, it felt weird, but it really helped me start thinking in English. One thing that made a huge difference was keeping a mistake journal. Every time I made an error, I'd write it down and review it later. Instead of feeling bad about my mistakes, I started seeing them as stepping stones to improvement. But the biggest challenge was overcoming my fear of speaking. I used to get so nervous that my mind would go blank. To break through that fear, I started small, talking to myself in the mirror. It felt silly at first, but it helped me get comfortable with my own voice in English. Then, I found a language partner online, someone learning my native language. We helped each other, which took the pressure off because we were both learning. The biggest shift happened when I realized that communication mattered more than perfection. People cared about understanding me, not about whether my grammar was flawless. Once I embraced that, speaking stories, made friends from all over the world, and even landed my dream job. Being able to speak English has opened doors I never imagined possible. But more than that, it gave me confidence. I started believing in myself, not just in language, but in everything I did. I became more open to new experiences, more willing to take risks, and more excited about the future. And now, I want to share this message with you. If you're struggling to improve your English, know that you are not alone. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to feel frustrated. But don't give up. Every mistake is a step forward. Every struggle is a lesson. And every small win is a victory. Fluency isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. Keep going, keep practicing, and believe in yourself. You are capable of more than you think. If my story resonated with you, I'd love to hear about your journey. What challenges are you facing in learning English? What's one thing that has helped you improve? Drop a comment below. I love reading your stories. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips, tricks, and inspiration to help you on your English learning journey.